Gotta say, I'd much rather use this in the spring when we're going to water all the time anyway, if it might be cold out. And Wally's being an asshat. All his girls are out on pasture and he's in here picking on them. He's going to make noise all night. I'm going to go in there with the hot shot and I'm going to run him out of there. Anyway, I looked down earlier and the cow's head completely disappeared into that trough. Yes, I can see from right there, luckily. So, get that one filled up. The ones at the other end of the barn are all right. They're each just over half full, so that should get them by till morning, I hope. And then do it all over again. Not a pain in the ass, but about the best way to do it. I'm just a little concerned about the calves, because most of the calves, actually in Wally's group, they all get up and drink as long as the trough is full enough. But this other group, I don't know how many of them actually drink out of the troughs in here. And Ty was concerned about the little trough we had in here for the calves, because the puppies come down here and drink out of it. And unfortunately, we can't have that, so. But yeah, these two are actually well over half full. This one probably not. No, actually it is just about half full, so I imagine they'll be empty in the morning. It just means it takes a while. Anyway, set the lights back off. Go back in and relax with the puppies for a little bit before we all go to bed. And Becky said earlier, her phone said it's supposed to rain in Hillsboro tonight. And Brooke sent a couple pictures of clouds just like that over their place. That's like, 25 miles that way. Hillsboro's 10 miles that way. So, who knows? Guess that'll just help tomorrow morning go better, because I'm not going to get to cut hay tomorrow. Becky reminded me we got a couple appointments late morning, and time irrigation's done and watering's done, then we got to leave. So, it is what it is. I don't know what Wally's doing. He's headed in, probably to go up there and pick on the other group. But they're all out here. And this thing quit moving at some point. I kind of wondered last night. I should have come up and checked it. I had to kick it on quite a ways to get it to move, and it's actually on quite a way, or the lever's moved quite a ways farther than where it normally is to go the speed that it's going. And I think my O-ring must have galled up and spun around or something, because I can hear it once in a while, like a rubber squealing in there. So, yay. May have that thing apart again yet before I want to. I knew I should have done something different, but anyway, it's still clear down there. Good and wet down there anyway. At least it's not in the low spot over there. Somebody's out early. And there was some color coming, but yeah, I think it disappeared. That's a pain in the ass. There, I found your color again. Not quite showing up as good in the camera where the tree is, but that looks pretty accurate. Well, there's red clover all swathed, sitting there waiting to dry enough to combine. And Becky has something to say.
Thank you, everybody, for the birthday wishes. Sorry, YouTube wouldn't let me get on Ed's YouTube and comment anything last night. But thank you. Appreciate it.
So she tried, and of course, you know, most of you know how YouTube's been working off and on. Yeah, she couldn't reply to anybody's comment. So, and we are headed to town for a couple of appointments, and then we got a bunch of other stops to make too, I guess. And Ty was getting a little traveler pulled out.
Waiting for the vet to call to find out when he's coming.
He's probably going to be last thing on his way home, I would imagine. And Blakely's helping her. I didn't get any video of Blakely earlier. Let's see about doing that when I get back. Such a nice day. And we spent all morning in meetings, but that part's done. Got to see my father-in-law since I haven't seen him for a while. Got to see my brother-in-law and sister-in-law too. That was good. And now we can finally go home and grab lunch and figure out what to do. Ty said the vet come out and gave that calf some iron, and since it was just her and him and Blakely, helped her tube him to get the other meds down his throat, turned him out with his mama, not out on pasture. So that's all I know. Right? Yeah. See? She knows more than I do. Look at that. Wally's actually chilling with his own girls at the moment.
We're not putting them in the manure pile.
You can do that. Just gotta make sure you get them buried. And they're over there. They've scattered some of that bale out. That trough hasn't been touched since I filled it at 9 o'clock. Yeah, so far. Last night. And last night, actually yesterday, when I went to treat that trough, I found one fish still alive in it. Only one fish in it. He was alive. And there was a dead one floating on top in here. So Ty lied, we had 7, then it was 6. These guys were still fine this morning. Those are only 2 live ones out of 7. And I'm not sure they're going to stay alive. Because they're kind of chilling over here. I mean, they're still moving. But kind of chilling. So, anyway, I mean, the one I got out of there, getting him out of there, and getting him in here might have got enough stuff in here that it didn't do the fishies any good. I don't know. It is what it is. It's the first time we've had to replace them. They disappear. Little Traveler's almost in. Ty had that pulled out after Becky and I left this morning. And she had to go out and bump the big one to get it moving again. So I don't know what to do about that. Pain in my butt. But it's almost in. Well, I say almost. It's almost at the top of the hill. It's only got about 60 feet to go, maybe 80 feet tops. And it's really too hot to do anything now. It's one of those days, it's hard to breathe out here. Once the sun really came out. This afternoon anyway. But Ty just took the 5 fishies and put them in the manure pile, and now she's going to go look over here and see if they're still moving. They were fine before we dumped them and switched them around. I told her I hope we didn't shock them too much with the fresh water, cold water. Still moving, just not active. There we go. They jumped and moved.
I don't know where they're home.
Yeah, somebody's logging up above.
That's the 3rd truck so far that Blakely and I've seen.
Heard him coming. Rattle, 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 rattle. I just remembered I hadn't gotten any Blakely video. She's snoring part of the time, and then goes to their grumbles part of the time. And then Bandit grumbles part of the time. And then Balin grumbles part of the time. And she's snoring again. Little tiny So there, you got to see Blakely. Well, it's turning. Water's flying. Wally's over there. All his girls are hiding in the shade. Well, most of them. And Ty just came through from turning the pump on. So I didn't have to go down and do that. And we just treated the cows trough and the steers trough. And Ty did Cowboys group's troughs earlier. And set the trough back in for the calves and made it so the pups can't get to it. So, call another day. It's icky out. So, hope you all had a great hump day. Hope you all have a great Thursday. And maybe get something done around here tomorrow. Well, someplace besides right here. Still got too much to cut, and I wanted it down when the hot weather hit, hoping that the humidity will drop enough that it'll dry fast. I'll go over here and say goodbye to Blakely. Hey, little gooby butt. Blakely. Blakely. Yeah. You say bye-bye, everybody?
You want to show them little moo?
Say bye-bye.
Here, show them little moo.
Cool.
So that's the first one Titi got me when I was a baby.
Okay, can you tell everybody bye-bye?
Say bye-bye.
Not gonna do it?
Can you say see you tomorrow?
Oh, yay.
She said see you.
See you tomorrow, I guess.